More practice. This is harder. It's fifth and fourth fingers. Gotta do your Hannon, people. Your Hannon. And on and on and on and on. Good evening, everyone. It's Wild Wednesdays. I'm making up a theme tune. It's Wild Wednesdays. Coming to my saloon. Get your guns loaded. Actually, don't, because we don't agree. It's Wild Wednesdays with me. No. Good evening, everyone. Wild Wednesdays. We're at our new time. Oh, drop that hat. Our new time since last Wednesday of 8 p.m. This is Stilgoe in the Shed. It's episode 31. That's a 3 and a 1, which, if you were in my maths lesson with my 5-year-old earlier today, we would have got very stuck on that particular bit. Good evening, all. Good evening, Fran, Edwina, Perrine. Good to hear Martin. What's happened with Martin? Martin, have you conquered another chemo session? I hope so. How are all the crew? The Stilgoe Shed crew? Hope you're all well. Wendy says, play Misty for me, but don't worry, I don't think she's a bunny boiler. That's right, it is Wild Wednesday. I'm going to rely completely on your requests that you're going to shout out me, people. I've got my pad. This is actually, it's not the charity we're supporting, but this is from the Isle of Wight Donkey Sanctuary, one of the best donkey sanctuaries in the world, if you feel like going to see some donkeys. That is a good one, and it's a great pad. I frequently patronise the donkey sanctuary. Oh, Martin's done with chemo. Hi, everyone. Rachel Wilson said, I didn't believe it. Sorry, I shouldn't shout so much. I feel like I can shout earlier in the day because, people are getting on with their lockdown days and now people are settling down, trying to have a quiet time. It's not my hat for watching cricket. I wear this. I've had this since 2015. I got this so I wouldn't have to worry about my hair when I was coming home from the Old Vic. When I did High Society, I thought, oh, my hair had so much stuff in it. I thought I can't be seen to be taking public transport. Oh, that's a good one. Faye Morley's on. Hi, Katie. Lots of love to you. Joss has asked for Nothing's Changed. Okay, Joss, I'll try to do that one. Franz asked for National Express. I don't know all of it. I'll try a bit of it. On the National Express, there's a jolly hostess selling crisps and tea. She'll provide you with drinks and theatrical wings for a sky-high fee. Mini skirts were in style when she danced down the aisle back in '63. But it's hard to get by when your arse is the size of a small country. And everybody say ba 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 da ba da ba da ba 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 da ba da ba da ba 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 da ba da ba da ba 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 da ba da. Let's go. Where the air is free. Sorry about saying the word. Surely there aren't any children watching. So we begin with the great Divine Comedy. Thank you, Fran, was that you? Asking for National Express. I did a gig once with Neil Hannon. I sort of hero worshipped him and I got a bit too close like this. Lizzie will know what I'm talking about. So the requests are flooding in. Joss has asked for Nothing's Changed, and they just keep saying it on Channel 4. What do they keep saying? I don't know. I should not join in with your commentary, guys. I'm drinking red wine and Malbec. Pam's asked for... What a night, late December back in '63. That's the same year. What a very watershed, built by Stilgoe back in 2016. What a very special time for sheds. Everyone remembers it's made of wood. Woo! Oh, how's my internet? Is it okay? Flapjack. Good man on the Malbec. Thank you, Scotty M. Good man on the Malbec. Anyway, I don't think I finished my very boring story about my hat, but sometimes I watch it wearing, use it to watch cricket watching. I don't know. Cut out for a second there. Me. Oh, it's good. Hang on. Let me just check. And this should be good. You're live. It's fine in Bromley. Rosie Cottle's here. Rosie, I've got 2 emails to read out. And I'll stop the threatening left-hand G octave ostinato. Rosie, it's all good in Epsom.
It's always good in Epsom. You come to Epsom for the weather and you stay for the Wi-Fi. Huh? You come to Epsom for the weather and you stay for the Wi-Fi.
So sorry. Move it! Martin! I wish I had my guitar here, but it's over there. Come on, little baby, let's move it and groove it. That's the wrong key. Come on, little baby, let's move it and groove it. It's Wild Wednesdays, you don't know how to lose it. That's all I know of that one, Martin. But you didn't give me any warning. I'm not suggesting I suggested any warnings. Come on, everyone, move in. Come into the shed. This is Stilgoe in the shed. This is the new time for Wild Wednesdays. Yeah, it's in. That's it. Okay, Martin's going to play guitar in my band. My dad's favourite song ever is Please Don't Jump. Just put that comment up again. They come in so thick and fast. No, but Rosie, you're in Swansea, but the other comment was in Epsom. Love Shack. Okay, Katie, Love Shack. Got nothing's changed. I'll try and keep these in my head. Before we move on, best on a Wednesday, better than Saturday is too much else on. Yes, sunflowers. I don't know sunflowers. I know Sunflower by Freddie Hubbard. No, I don't. Rosie emailed me on April the 11th. Hi, Joe. Thank you so much for that compliment. You are literally keeping us going at this time. Looking forward to every session. Love the variety and genres, which is a French word for genre, of music you play. Great memories of seeing you at the Swansea International Jazz Festival a few years ago. Me too. I would really love to hear your version of Rainbow Connection, especially from my lovely hubby Rob, who is also a fan. You've literally kept us going over the last few weeks. Well, I hope it wasn't just me. Please keep up this great work. You're bringing so much joy to so many. Love, Rosie. She then emailed me again today. Hey, Joe. Immediately it came from Rosie Colton. I thought, I forgot to read out Rosie's email and do her dedication. And I am trying my best, but sometimes they slip through the net. So this is just to prove I am fallible and human. Hey, Joe, your shed shows are really keeping us going. Still, _ going through this strange surreal time. Please play Rainbow Connection for us on Sunday. This is what happens, you see, Rosie. You keep going, and then there's even better news. On Sunday, our beautiful new granddaughter arrived. Era. I think it's Era. Is it Era? It's Welsh for snow. Era. Anyway, tell me how that's pronounced. But she's in Australia, so God knows when we will get to cuddle her. Oh, I feel for you, but lovely news anyway. This would cheer us up if you played our fave. If too late for tonight, maybe another session. Thanks again for helping us keep happy through this lockdown. Rosie and Rob, this is for you. I'm going to do Rainbow Connection, and I'm so sorry for the delay. Also, love to all the Cottles. Dave Cottle put together the Swansea Jazz Festival, and it was a joy to play there. And obviously, Laurie and Richard, they're basically the musical royalty in Wales. Era. Well, it's a beautiful name. Era, Welsh for snow. Snow. What a lovely thing. And thank you to Anna for commenting about music in hospitals. It is a lovely, lovely charity. And on Sunday, I'm going to be doing a Facebook Live, so not on YouTube, but it's specifically for music in hospitals.
My brain!
So that's Sunday on Facebook. I'll let you know when that's going to be, but it's a specific one where I'm going to do 26 minutes live, because there's this whole thing around the London Marathon, and it's called the 2.6 Challenge. So you have to do sort of variations on raising money using those numbers. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, this week's show until Friday is all in dedication and donations, please, to Help Musicians, helpmusicians.org.uk, on their page or on my Facebook posts. And they're a fantastic charity to help out musicians who've literally lost all their earnings and all their work. So though not a plight that appeals to the heartstrings as much as others, everyone out there knows how much musicians and those involved in the music industry do for us and our lives and our happiness and the arts and culture in general. Blah, blah, blah. That'd be a terrible fundraiser. Blah, 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 at the end. For you, Rosie. If you don't know this song, Rainbow Connection is from the Muppet movie. And the film starts actually with Kermit on a lily pad. And he sings this song with a banjo.
But I'm not gonna do a Kermit impression. Welcome to the Muppet Show!
I did one, because I don't have a filter. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish could be heard and answered when wished upon morning star? Somebody thought of that, someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do we think we will see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell. We know that it's probably magic. Have we been half asleep? Have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound they call the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something I'm supposed to see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. And me. And you and me. That was for Era. Thank you, everyone. And all of you as well. So many rainbowy things, aren't there? So many rainbow songs people are suggesting. And ones just that crop up when you think of them actually have mean a lot to people. I suppose it's because songwriters, of which I am one. How about some ragtime? Songwriters always choose. There's a lot of aspiration and yearning and I suppose because songwriters are cooped up, there's a lot of looking outside and thinking, what's over there? What's over that rainbow? Some ragtime. Okay, what song do you want as a ragtime? Any song, any piece of music. And Ray Churchill has asked for ragtime. Yeah, it's coming in now, everyone. There ain't nobody here but us chickens, please. Careful, Emoji Warehouse will run out of rainbows. Very good, Martin. I like you. I like your style. I want to break free. Joe, have you thought about doing a podcast? Well, I was going to do this show as a podcast.
I'm going to do this show as a podcast. Oh, it almost sounds like my friend Joe Pasquale. All right, everyone?
But you can't do music really on podcasts because you have to get all the music rights checked. So that's why podcasts don't have that much music. Get back, Jamie. Joe's number one. Oh, Linda, I shouldn't be involved in that. I want to bake free. I want to bake free as a ragtime. I want to break free. Not sure how that works. The Sting is already a ragtime, Rosie. Hey guys, just got in through the door. Hey Amanda. Did that mean you couldn't get into your door? Okay, I'll start with the entertainer, Ray, and then it'll go into Queen's I Want to Break Free. And Mum says Ragtime Cowboy Joe. Oh yeah. God, I can barely remember that song. No, that's Black and White Rag. Alexander's Ragtime Brand. Come on in here, Alexander's Ragtime Band. Come on in here, they're the finest in the land. They're playing all those over the shed. Goodness knows what's going instead. Come on in here, Alexander's Ragtime Band. I want to break free. I want to break free. I want to break free from the doors that keep me indoors of my shed. You heard what I said. God knows I want to break free. I've fallen in love. I've fallen in love. I've fallen in love for the first time. Ragtime was my only hope. I've fallen on soap. God knows, God knows, God knows. God only knows what I do with ragtime. Well, that was something. We can edit that bit out, guys. It's fine. Oh dear. I've got another email here from my lovely uncle, and this won't mean anything really to any of you, but this was a lovely thing for him to write, and I miss him and his lovely wife Angela. We don't see them much as a family. They live in Brazil, and have done since I was born. And we used to see George a lot more, and he's been watching the show. But this was just a nice thing about the shed. Any shed dwellers and shed fans out there, or anyone who's got an office or a sort of snag or a den, whatever you call it. Anyway, I won't read the whole thing. Dear Joe, well done with the shed shows. It's a pleasure to see you so often. I mentioned to your dad. I mentioned to your dad that the shed is extremely tidy by Stilgoe standards. In brackets, both past and present. You were young when your grandparents lived in Milford, in the White House on the corner before Mum moved down the road. But you may remember that your grandfather had a study upstairs and another downstairs strewn with papers. He explained that if a burglar looked in through the window, he would come to the conclusion that the house had already been burgled. He also used to describe this as his ready glance filing system. Excellent. It's kind of like me. I mean, I haven't shown you the whole shed, but there's obviously a Stilgoe strain where we consider paper to be building material. Does anyone else have a problem tidying up? I mean, I'm good at it now because I have a family, and tidiness is next to godliness, isn't it? He then George goes on to mention a friend, Tatiana, something I'll get involved with. Hopefully, Tatiana, I'll get in touch with you. She lives in Florence, so thinking of everyone in Italy who obviously have been suffering possibly even worse than this country. But thinking of you in beautiful, beautiful Italy. I long to go to Italy. Take me back, Italia. Oh, Fat Sam. Anybody will soon walk through that door. Fat Sam's Grand Slam. Speak easy. I'll play what I see, guys. Would love to hear what I wish I knew how it'd feel to be free. That's a good shout. Maybe I can do that. I grew up watching Barry Norman. Why not? Steven Spielberg. Why not? His film program, which I remember was Film 98. We all have a year. Okay, I'll do Flapjack after this if I remember the words. By the way, I'm a big Ben Folds fan. He's a brilliant American songwriter and pianist, and he's stuck in Australia because he was on tour and he couldn't get back in time to the States, and he's doing a request show, and I think he just does his own songs, and I have no idea how he remembers his own lyrics so well because he's written twice as many songs as I have. Anyway, Barry Norman, why not? Yeah, so I remember this tune from that Film 98 and all the other years. And then I got into Nina Simone heavily, and she obviously sang the song. But originally it was Billy Taylor. Billy Taylor wrote the music, a great bluesy American jazz pianist who just had a lovely feel. And this is just a classic, if you're going to write a kind of bluesy, gospel-y tune, this is the one you want to write. I'll sing the words if I'm brave enough.
Sweet it would be
'cause I know how it feels to be free. Thank you, Billy, Taylor, and Nina Simone, and anyone else who recorded that song. Better than what I did. That lucky old sun. Lovely. Okay, just before I do this this last one, Nothing's Changed, which is for Joss Perring. I'll leave Flapjack. I'll do Flapjack tomorrow.
I do it tomorrow.
Please play some Ben Folds. Oh, I mean, maybe I'll do a Ben Folds special, because I've never dared learn those songs properly. I love them so much, and that might sound an odd thing to say, but they're sort of, you know, he sings way too high, and it's sort of, they're so personal to him, those songs. In fact, I used to work with a great bass player called Andy Hamill. And we've always talked about, he was in my original trio for my pre-first album, when I was in an awful production deal scenario, which was my first taste of being burned by the record industry. But we always used to dream of having a Ben Folds trio, Ben Folds kind of tribute act, and never got off the ground, probably wisely. Anyway, I'm going to do Nothing's Changed for you, Joss. Sorry to keep you waiting. After this, it's time for my supper, and it's time for you guys to have a wonderful night. Go and watch something enjoyable and relaxing, like the news. Oh, I should use that, yeah. Such a clever place, where we put the grace that we've been handed. So we march along, same old nursery song, till the bucket's gone and we've crash landed. So they found another thing to make a pain. Are we fiddling in tune when the cow jumps over the moon? Did we know the world is round? Did we fly the speed of sound? Did we know that chairs would all get rearranged? Did we fight with this before? What is the news? What is the score? What things change? What thing? What thing? Oh, do you know what thing? What thing? I know nothing. I know what thing. So we toe the line, we agreed to sign. Still the geese are dining in formation. Do we look upstairs, nurse our own affairs, while the planet shares its resignation? Now they find another thing to make up. I'm fiddling in tune when the cow jumps over the moon. Did we know the world is round? Did we fly the speed of sound? Did we know the chairs would all get rearranged? Did we fight with this before? What is the news? Where is the score? Nothing's changed, nothing's changed, nothing's changed. I should have been flapjack on my own. Yes, well, the black Toblerone. What is the trick to make it stick in Hollywood? But I should have made a flapjack from the book. Never mix up when trying to cook. I might not break the bacon in the dough. Did we know the world is round? Did we fly the speed of sound? Did we know the chairs would all get rearranged? Did we fight like this before? Nothing's changed, nothing's changed, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Pirate impression there. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Did we know the world is round? Did we fly the speed of sound? Did we know the shed was made of wood and lane? Did we fight with this before? What is the news? What is the score? Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks for coming. Tell your friends, tell your puppies and your cats. Tell your neighbors, tell the person Nazi sats. Doing the stats. Love you, everyone. Thank you to my regulars. Thank you to my newbies. Get in touch if you want. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm partially on Instagram. I'm on email. I'm also on my phone, but I can't give you that because it's mine. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much.